Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XI. Joining us is of course Silly and Miro. Into Jobby mode.
Play, there we go.
Monk. There we go. We need some Jobby modes in FF14. Calls forth her forest friends. All butterflies though.
That's cute.
Alright, anyway, so if you recall yesterday we did a bunch of quests, well, I say a bunch of quests, but we did, I think, 2 quests last time we streamed, and it took us all stream. But,
Yep.
they ended with a requiring of us to wait a game day after we gathered the 3 pieces of Gleipnir. And now we can finish that quest, because we haven't done that yet, by peeking to Velda Galda here. I don't remember who voiced Velda Galda, do you?
Nope.
Alright, I'll do it.
What happened to your all-supreme list?
I got deleted a while back. Oh,
no.
Miro! Good to see you back, you whack! Master Lehko awaits you in the Heavens Tower. Come with me, please.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. We've no time to spare. Graha Baruha is right this way.
You have done well, my friends. So these are the remains of Gleipnir? There is still much that is unknown to me. Can I truly restore it once more? No. I cannot afford to doubt myself. I can do it. I must. Shall we begin? Well, if it isn't my old friend, Robo Akbel. No, the War Warlock, I should say. It's been a while. Karabarua.
We've just delivered to the minister the ingredients he needs to reclaim Gleipnir.
I see. Good work, Lehko. Miro. Minister Karabarua. The fate of our nation hangs in the balance. I need not tell you how important it is that you succeed in your efforts. Yes, of course. Thank you, Miro. You have served Windurst well. Alright. War Warlock, a moment if you would please. Before you take your leave, perhaps you will allow me to clear up a few lingering concerns. Oh, it's nothing to do with my research. No, these are mere personal curiosities. You need not feel compelled to answer. For the longest time, the Star Sybil refused me access to the Book of the Gods. Odd, is it not? Why give me her blessing to begin my work, only to forbid me to complete it? But the other day, she said something curious. She said that it was you who convinced her so. You spoke of things so horrific, so frightful, she said she was convinced that the tome must be kept far, far from my sight. And so I asked, War Warlord, why interfere with my research? What are you plotting? Who are you? The Robo Akbel I knew was a gentle, free-spirited soul, as different from you as night is from day. Nor is that all. The information is classified, released only to us ministries and to the army's highest command. But as word has it, he fell in battle not long after the war began. I too, Karabarua. I too once burned with the same passion, the same sense of purpose that I see in you today. But that man is no more. It is only deep remorse and self-reproach that drives me now. Karabarua, I too have a mission of my own. There is a life I must save, no matter what the cost. And I plan to save you too, from yourself. You speak as if I intend to die. You would tell me otherwise? But how could you know? I am the warlock warlord, Roble Akbel, and none other. I am he, in name, in heart, and in mind. Anything else I might once have been, I have long since cast away. When justice is served, you will have the answers you seek, if you choose to face them. Karahabarura, lend your strength to this nation, and together we shall save Windurst from its fate of ruin.
Thank you, Miro. Once again, you have gone above and beyond the call of duty. It will not be long before our final battle is upon us. The very survival of our nation is at stake. How will it all end? I would be a liar if I said I had the answers. But whatever lies ahead, this much I know. I want you at our side to the very end. As a fellow comrade of Windurst, I want you to have this. May it see you through the coming storm unscathed. Until next time, Miro.
He gives us a strength potion.
A dexterity potion.
Alright, let's look at that. Temporarily boost strength. Thanks for that description, game. Hello, Helldog. I am excellent. How are you doing today? Welcome to today's FF11 stream, where we are working our way through Windurst Past. We are now going to be starting the quest Sins of the Mothers. And we gotta go talk to Day in Prandola, and that one definitely was silly. So yeah, we are currently very close to the ending of this, these quests. This is quest 1 of 4 remaining.
I don't need Yagado necklaces, right?
I don't think so. I want to say no.
Well, they're gone now.
So this quest is notoriously awful. Silly and I have looked over it, read it a few times. We kind of know what we gotta do. And we're gonna try to do something to make it a little easier, but we might fail and then have nothing to do for the rest of the stream.
The rest?
Well, rest of the game day.
Night.
Game day. Turn around. Come this way. No, other way. There you go. Gotta talk to Dave Prandole.
It's Dia Prandola. Oh, Miro, there you are. And not a moment too soon. Master Lehko has been searching all over for you. None too easy a task, I might add, what with everyone in the city running around like cockatrices with their heads cut off. It's utter chaos, I tell you. What? You haven't heard? Just look.
Hear ye, citizens of Windurst! Due to imminent danger of beastmen attack, the Federation has declared a state of high alertaru. All non-military personnel are hereby ordered to take shelter indoors until further notice. I repeat, this is not a drill.
There you have it. Civilians have been ordered off the streets, and all mercenaries are ready to be ready for battle immediately. With the enemy ready to strike at any moment, one can never be too ready. Have you seen to your preparations?
What need you even ask? Why, as you know, child genius is ever ready for anything those filthy witty feather goons could throw at us.
What the? Are you out of your gourd, you little brat? Get back inside! If the city comes under attack, you'll break more than just the rims of those ridiculous glasses.
Like I'd entrust the defense of the Federation to a mangy-wangy lot like you. Behold the valiant Teru sorcerers and swordsmen of the Windurstian Teen Force. What? WTF? Under the capable command of Warlock Warlord in waiting, Agito Marujido. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have an important to our audience with the big cheese himself. Even if he doesn't know it yet, ever. Someone has to save our glorious nation while you strays stand around swatting insects with your tails. You can voice that.
Danger! Danger! Target has breached authorized perimeter. Cease and desist. Initiating recovery procedure.
What? Unhandy wind me, you confounded contraption! This is that subtly uttering old Kurumaru's doing. Blast through it! When the Federation falls, he'll rue the day he detained its would-be hero! I said put me down, you ham-headed keep up. Ah!
Oh dear. Well, that should teach the boy a lesson about getting too big for his breeches. At any rate, Miro, you'd best hurry along. Master Lehko's waiting at Heaven's Tower, and I hear he has an especially important assignment for you this time.
Heaven's Tower, huh? Alright, that means we gotta go talk to that Lalafell on the side. So, Helldog, how you doing? Welcome to today's stream. It's only been 13 hours into the Saturday, but how's your Saturday been so far? Mine has been full of sleep.
Sleep is good. I've been up since 9:30.
Oh, I definitely wasn't up since 9:30. I've been up since like 12:30.
I wouldn't have been. I would have slept till like 11, but I rolled over and was looking at my phone because, for some reason, and I saw that Isa had messaged me on Discord, which doesn't make a sound on my phone. Which way did you go?
Towards Velda Gelda,
Velda Gelda.
where we started the stream.
I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I was.
See, Helldog was in between. Like, he woke up at 10.
So far, our two Wandering Wizards playthrough of Tactician Divinity 2 is not going as bad as I thought it would.
Oh, yeah?
We got a little bit stronger, got a few more spells, and basically our whole strategy revolves around trying to kill one
Went the
target
wrong
as
way.
fast as we can. No! How?
Yeah, you're going towards the entrance of Windurst.
Oh, wait, I see.
You go towards Heaven Tower. Well, not Heaven's Tower, but
Like where
The-
Heaven's Tower would be.
between Acolyte and Hostelry and residential area. But yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2. I never played the first one. Maybe I should. Speaking of
It's pretty
games,
fun. We could play it together.
we could. Resident Evil Revelations 2. I know you wanted someone to win, but blame myself. That said, do you own Resident Evil Revelations 2?
Maybe?
So we're probably only gonna go do the main chapters of the game, not the extra chapters, because one, I don't have the extra chapters. Well, I might. I got it on the PS4.
That's what I was wondering, if I have it on PS4.
So check and see if you have the game, and if you don't, I'll pick it up for you on Steam.
On Steam, but then I'll have an unfair advantage due to my load times, because I'm going to install it on my SSD in order to beat you.
It's fine. I've played it before.
That's true.
A long time ago, I played it.
That reminds me, Miss Tech was calling James in Silent Hill 2 last night Leon the whole time.
Valdegaldo, let's talk to him.
Okay. Whoa, just teleported you.
Well, if it isn't our stalwart Miro. You're always a cideroo for sword eyes. With the beastmen drawing ever nearer, it is absolute madness out around here. Please, don't let me keep you weep you. Master Lehko awaits within.
It's Resident Evil Revelations 2. I had that for PlayStation.
PlayStation 4? Cool.
Yeah. I'll download it.
Yeah, I gotta get it installed as well.
Ah, Miro. Always a pleasure. Come in. Curl up and make yourself comfortable. What kind of a meeting is this? A bit lonely in here, you say? Indeed it is. With the Warlock Warlord personally leading the Valdonian expedition, I fear we've only my poor company to offer you today. To wit, I'm expecting a pair of particularly important guests, and they're in need of an escort. Should the circumstances demand it, a bodyguard. Two Mithran wayfarers from the homeland, to be precise. I've just received word that they arrived safely on Mindartian shores. They should be arriving at the rendezvous point, the moment that stands on Fort Carugo Western Embankment, before long. Can I trust you to see them safely back here? I'd go myself, but as you might imagine, I have my hands quite full readying the mercenaries and dividing a sound strategy for the city's defense. Motherland Mithra tend to be distrustful sorts, as likely to rend the throat of an interloper as give them the time of day. But don't worry, a mention of my name should be enough to keep their claws sheathed, especially the little child's. At least, I pray as much, for your sake. What makes you the lucky woman for the job, you ask? Why, you see how jealous my girls get every time I grace a member of the fairer sex with a glance. If they discovered that I'd personally invited two lovely ladies to my humble abode, why, the ensuing battle would send shivers up the spine of the Shadow Lord himself. Anyway, there you have it. Let me remind you again that this mission calls for the utmost secrecy. Take care to be neither witnessed nor heard by a soul, least of all the Shadow Lord's minions, or any of your fellow mercenaries of the female persuasion. In fact, I've got just the way for the three of you to keep an especially low profile on your return. You recall the subterranean passage connecting Fort Carugo with the capital, do you not? The caverns where you helped us stave off the Yagado onslaught. The entrance lies along the wall of the central grounds, due east of the rendezvous point. Why don't you lead our guest back through there? And now, Miro, if you'll forgive me, pressing matters elsewhere demand my attention. I'll keep the hearthworm for your return. May the goddess watch over you.
Okay, so this means, everyone, that we have to head over to Fort Carugo Narugo.
I have a question for you.
I potentially have an answer.
Carugo Naruto.
Indeed.
So these, I know we're not going to be doing these things, but Resident Evil 2 DLC raid, things like that.
Yeah.
Are those multiplayer?
They might be, actually. I know
that could be fun to like do.
I know some of the
because like I could just install all of it, and then if we want to, we can like do some of the raid things if it's multiplayer or something.
Yeah. I'll take a look and find out, because Resident Evil has a few multiplayer modes that people are into. Like mercenary mode was multiplayer. For Resident Evil 5 had a multiplayer thing that you could do. So yeah.
I'm just gonna download them all then.
It's not a terrible idea.
Because I've like honestly the only Resident Evil I ever played was the however long I played Resident Evil 1. So
the remake or
no, the one that I played when I was doing the,
yeah.
That's all I've done.
Pimet was so upset that you didn't go any further in that. And I was like, that game is fucking hard. I don't think you realize.
It is. She should play it.
That's what I was telling her. And she's like, I don't have a controller. I'm like, get a controller.
Just get a controller. How hard could it be?
Exactly. Alright, we're going to Saruta Baruta Front. Fort Karugo Norugo. Helldog, have you played Resident Evil Revelations 2? Any other viewers, have you played Resident Evil Revelations 2? And are you excited to see Silly and I race through it? Now, I have a slightly unfair advantage in that I played the game like 2 years ago, but I don't remember anything about it really, except that it's a game, the characters, and some of the locations are faint in my mind. I remember really enjoying it despite the claims that the game was terrible. Okay, let's see where we gotta go. So you wanna mount up? I will ride Fenrir.
I will ride whatever this is. Fenrir.
Okay.
Close my eyes and like went up and down on the list a bunch of times to random spots, and I got Fenrir anyway.
Sounds about right. Fenrir is amazing.
So in Resident Evil Revelations 2, do I get to choose a character, or does that have to be the same?
No. So how it works is each chapter you play as one character and then another character, and then the chapter's over. It takes place in 2 different time frames, kind of. You play as the one group of characters, and then you play as another character who's looking for them, and he goes through those areas, but they've changed. So.
Interesting.
This game marks the return of Claire Redfield since Resident Evil Code Veronica. Don't worry, you're not missing anything between it and Revelations. It does not seem to have any ties to Revelations, even though it's Revelations 2. It also marks the return of Barry Burton, a character who hasn't actually been seen since the first game, who delivered such clever sandwiches as "You were almost a Jill sandwich." So, yeah. If that doesn't have you excited, I don't know what will.
I'm ready.
Guys, just so you know, Silly told me last night that when we were about to play Resident Evil Revelations 2, he is going to gird his loins. I sent him a guide on how to do it. Junior Geezy 502, hello! Jill sandwiches always get you excited? Well, I can see why. But yeah, I sent him a guide on girding his loins, so he'll be ready. Okay, so there should be a monument right over here, maybe? Yeah, there it is. But yeah, for my Halloween event, we're doing it November 4th. That's when Silly and I both had mutual free time. We're gonna be playing Resident Evil Revelations 2 and racing each other through the game. Alright. I've clicked it.
Not another step, rogue. You were fortunate to tail me this far, but this is where your luck runs out. Ha! What were they thinking, sending a tender paw like you? Are the trackers so desperate for help these days, or does the name of Nef Barathi count for nothing anymore? But enough talk. Prepare to meet your maker. Stand down, Seal. This heel has come for our lives, but we'll be taking hers instead. But Naomi, she doesn't smell like the others. She smells nice, like a spring breeze and fresh green trees. What? You're not a tracker from the motherland. Who are you? Answer me. Unless you like an arrow in the gut, you'd best make it truth. The gut? Hell.
A soldier in Bastok 7th colors. Okay, let's say Cobra, Mercenary, Windurst. I mean, technically all of those are true for us, but...
Yeah. I see. My daughter's nose has yet to lead me astray. Perhaps you can be trusted after all. I wait here for an acquaintance of bygone days. After that, an errand calls me northward. I will say no more, save that I'm a wanted woman. You do well to keep a wide berth if you value your extremities. And now, you'd best be on your way. Tell no one of what you saw here. I doubt our paths shall cross again. Huh? Lehko Haboka. Lehko sent you, you say? I see. Yummy! I'm hungry, so hungry! Yes, you. How does fresh roasted myth kebab sound? It sounds like they're roasting their own people when they call it that, but okay. Mother will fetch one for you after she's finished speaking with this kind woman. So be a good girl and play over there for a moment. Well, technically, I still have one. Okay, but only if you promise. What has Lehko told you of us? I see. We hail from the Mithrin homeland of Garnabo, and arrived on these shores not a few hours ago. The lay of the land, the scent of the wind, the feel of the very ground beneath my feet, all are unfamiliar and more than a bit overwhelming. Further complicating the issue, my daughter and I have a need to stay out of the public eye, for reasons I cannot divulge, even to a friend of Lehko. But it would seem Mother Nature favors me with winds of fortune today, for you've come to see us safely to Windurst, have you not? Then I place my trust in you, stranger. Let us be along on our way. Yummy! What happened to my myth kebab? I'm starving! Just a bit longer, Sue. This nice woman will take us to the capital, and there you shall have all the myth kebabs your heart desires. No! I'm hungry now, Yummy! You promised! Stop being such a little cry kitten! Why, you gouged yourself on dragon fruit just before our ships reached port! Dragon fruit! I want more dragon fruit! More!
Playing the death music.
You're so mean! You're the meanest Yummy ever! I hate you! I fear there's no reasoning with her when she gets like this. Loath as I am to burden you with the petulant mewlings of my daughter, please understand that this journey has not been an easy one for her. I recall seeing some particularly ripe specimens of dragon fruit along the shore just north of here. It would mean much to my daughter and to me if you could procure one. In the meantime, I shall do my best to settle her nerves for the difficult road ahead. You have my thanks, friend.
Why does she have two bows? I just noticed she has a red one in her hand and a green one on her back. I guess one's for her daughter?
Sometimes you just need bows.
Okay, so we gotta go up to F5 for the other one. Wait, why are they down here? Okay, I'm not gonna question it. Alright, so we ride Fenrir, let's ride Hippogriff. Anyway, yeah, Barry's death in the first game is not mandatory. Like, it's not even canon. He doesn't die. He was in the book, as I mentioned, Caliban Cove. I don't know if those are considered canon or not, but it was an interesting book. If you guys have never read it, I suggest trying to find a copy or buying the EPUB online. It's a really interesting read. I rather enjoyed it. And I don't remember Barry being in Revelations because everybody was really excited he was in the second one. Yeah, you can get him during the Lisa fight, or the Lisa Trevor fight. Exactly. Or he can die there. And you can get his gun. And it's very powerful, if I remember correctly. You're probably right, Junior. I only played through the HD remaster once back in the day. But I say back in the day, but back when it came out. I still haven't played the Resident Evil 0 remake. I actually never beat the original Resident Evil 0 on GameCube either. I started playing it, but pretty sure this is another story of my brother either breaking the disc or stealing the disc and selling it. One of those two things.
Turn around, go the other way.
I have a lot of stories of my brother stealing and breaking discs and games.
Excellent.
I'm entirely certain that's excellent. Okay. So we gotta find... Check the succulent cactus. There it is.
Succulent cactus. Gonna find out.
I have 4 older brothers, and one of them is... Okay, just got a key item. Cool. One of them is a thief, and yeah, he liked to wait till nobody was home and steal everyone's shit.
Same.
You used to do the same to your brother?
No.
Oh. What? Alright, well, my brother's pretty terrible, but he never did anything like that. Is that one of those moments where you're just so stunned, you're like, what the fuck is going on? I remember my brother deleted my file in Final Fantasy IX because I was a higher level than him earlier in the game. Because I used that trick where you can level on Garudas and Green Dragons above Gizmaluke's grotto. And he got upset that I was like level 30 something by the time he was level 30, and he was like way later in the game than I was. It took me forever to beat Final Fantasy IX because my brother actually deleted my save file twice. Second time he claimed was an accident and he saved over it. I was like, yeah, I'm sure it was an accident, you son of a bitch. Anywho. Something a little closer to home, Junior. Did you, and anybody else in chat, I know Helldog is a really big fan of Final Fantasy XI, but I assume that since you're watching, you played FF11? He was a lot older than you and a jerk, yeah. I'm the youngest of the boys in my family. I have a younger sister as well, and some younger step-siblings, but of my main family, I am the youngest boy. With 3 years between me and the next boys. Alright, you ready for the stone monument, Silly?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to voice these children? Or that child?
Yeah. Always. Oh, there you are. Looks you. Dry those eyes and look at what the kind lady has brought for you. Dragon fruit for me? Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Ah, the simple pleasures of a child. One can only hope she stays in good spirits until we arrive safely in Windurst. At any rate, we've carried this dusty rock for far too long. My apologies for the distraction, friend. Let us be on our way. A subterranean passage, you say? I've no love for crawling through dusty grottos, but you have proven yourself more than worthy of our trust. We shall follow where you lead. We gave them a piece of fruit, and now they're willing to go to their death.
That's all you gotta do to lead a lamb to the slaughter. Just give it food.
Perfect.
Alright, we gotta go to... check the sunken grotto hollow at G7. Okay, so we're at E7, so... G7 should be over there. Alright. When your brother stole your PS1 was around the time you... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I started playing back around 2006 the first time. Lots of people have heard this. But I kind of stopped playing because my girlfriend at the time, she was not wanting me to play this. She wanted me to play Ragnarok Online. And
no, you stopped playing and played this game.
I tried to get her to play this, actually. She had a Mithra. Yeah, I was just getting out of high school, so I was around 17 when I started playing. I would have been like 14 when the game came out. 13.
When did it come out?
2003? 2002? It's a little older than WoW. Okay, so we should find a sunken hollow somewhere in this map. There it is. Yep, Ragnarok Online. She still tries to get me to play it to this day. I'm not dating her, but I'm still her friend. Okay, click the sunken hollow.
Indeed, this should allow us to make our journey to the capital in due secrecy. But Meowmy, it's dark down there. Phew, just stay close to the nice lady who brought you that juicy dragon fruit. She'll keep you safe. Meow. The air is dank and foul here. I shudder to think what odious beasts lurk beneath. I must ask you to take the lead. I cannot afford to let myself be seen. Signal us when the way is clear, and we will follow close behind. My daughter and I are ready when you are. Let us make for Windurst. I like how she's got all these weapons, and she's like, I can't be seen by any.
Alright, so you've been playing and streaming as Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition? Yeah, I've never played the first one, but one day I'll play the second. I've already purchased it, so. You found a community on the PS4? Click it again, silly.
Why should I click it?
Never mind. I have to. I think.
Hey, dum-dum.
Okay, so escort mission. I'm gonna summon Cordelia and Koromaru just in case I need heals, or they need heals. I don't know if he can heal them, but I want you just to run forward and start killing shit.
Is the path relatively straightforward? I guess we'll find out.
Okay, so it says starting at I-7 on map 1, make your way to F/G9, which takes you to G2. So let me know if you can see the map.
F9 to G. Wait, what?
I-7 to F/G9.
F9.
Yeah.
So let's go along. I feel like go straight over to the second connecting pathway and then make a left to go south. Might be the best way.
Okay, so we're at I-7 right now. And we gotta go to F/G9.
Or
yeah.
F/G9.
Yeah, it's just like where they carve over. Okay, so just head over there and find an enemy and beat it up real quick.
I don't see any that close yet, but they're like far. There's one that's far away. I can kill it. I don't know how close it needs to be.
Just keep going straight to the west.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
And then we'll go south at that cross section. Let me know if I should talk to them and head out.
You can. For a bit. Until you get to the first passageway, I'll kill this goblin scrounger that's at the second one.
Okay.
See where I am.
So guys, we're doing an escort quest, and this one is apparently notoriously difficult and stupid. Because one, that little fucking Mithra kid moves like a slow as shit.
Let's see.
And if anybody's ever done that,
Bring them to the second passway.
okay,
I'll go south.
I'm going to the 4-way one.
Yeah, the faraway one.
Okay.
And I'll clear out the next room.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in the next room, so I'll kill it all.
Yeah, so what we did is we looked into this, and apparently, one gets really scared if she sees crabs. I don't fucking know why crabs are scary, but the other gets scared when they see goblins. And you're like, okay, that's fine, I guess. So, we decided that I'm just going to send Silly ahead and have him kill everything, because they're level 99, right? And yeah, I know the Divinity games are really, really time consuming, but that's okay. Crab people. Hey, it's funny you mentioned that, Junior Geezy. I'm actually streaming Fractured Butthole on Monday through Friday. I'm probably going to stream it tomorrow too, because Silly's going to be away for the MS bike ride. That's what you're doing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you do that every year, right?
Yeah.
Is it always in October? Or?
No. The one we do now is. The other one used to be in September, but it's like, we're not doing it anymore, so. I'm paralyzed.
Oh no. Well, you got your dance that can heal paralysis, right?
Yeah.
If need be. Just let me know when we can move forward. I know this isn't overly exciting, guys, but we really don't want to fail this mission, because then we have to wait an entire game day for it to go, and it's already 1900 hours in the game. 2000 hours now. For those of you not in the 24. Yeah, escort quests in all games are horrible. Agreed. Agreed.
I'm just gonna clear out this room. There's a lot of stuff here, so.
I see the scrounger you're beating up there. Hey, we got 30 minutes to complete this, so take your time. We don't want to fail, but I see you beating up the goblin, though.
There's a crab over here. I don't know how close they need to be to see these things, so.
Don't know, just beat up the crab. Have you cleared out the pathway towards the entryway, though? Towards GFG9? Okay. So I'm at the mouth of the opening here. I don't see any enemies, but I can... Oh, I see a Yagado.
Yeah, there should be Yagado. I killed one Yagado, but I don't know how many there are.
Basically, guys, we fail if either of these two die, which, understandably, that's who we're trying to escort. And then we also fail if they see too many monsters and get scared too many times. Also, fun fact, if you leave the girl at the entrance and take the mom, you can't complete the quest no matter what you do. You can go back and grab the girl and take her to the exit, and it won't acknowledge it as complete.
It's funny.
But if you get the little girl there first and get the mom, it does the same thing. Alright, I see you running around out there.
I think you can bring them in here, because I don't see anything else. But I don't know about the end of it.
I see you fighting something over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this scrounger and then...
Alright, so once we're done here, we'll be heading to map 2. And from there you want to go from I8 to G9.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
Okay, you just gotta wait for them because they don't move as fast as we do.
But I can keep going, right? It's a continuous.
Yeah, you're fine. Just make sure you go.
Ending up?
You should appear on I-8 and map 2.
And then I want to go to G9, you said?
Yep. Oh shit, where the hell are you two going?
Don't bring them too close because there is a crab here.
Okay. It's good that you ran through.
G9. Oh, like, I see where we need to go. So we should go... I wonder if... Because there's a long pathway, I wonder if it's better to take the long pathway even though it's longer, because I bet like that one big room has a shitload of enemies in it.
I would say that's probably a good idea. Don't bring them close because there's a crab here. Yeah.
So we're gonna go, I think it's this way?
North? Yeah, go north and around. We gotta head to G9, which is in the bottom corner. But there's a couple small rooms along the way, but that's probably where you'll see most of the enemies, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Let me know when you get to that big, like, bulbous area in H7. If there's no monsters there, I'll lead them up there.
There is a crab here.
Okay, let me know when you kill it, and I'll lead them around. Shadow Reaver, the main reason people hate Escort quests is because game creators cannot optimize them properly. And what I mean is, they either move way too fucking slow, or they move way too fast. In that, they don't even wait for you to kill the monsters, just run through and get killed by the next pack while you're still killing the first pack.
Reminds me of Divinity Original Sin. There's a quest that is like that, where like this guy just will fuck off and like you'll get killed by everything, and you're like, oh, I guess... Okay. You can bring them into that bulbous area.
I watched Frosty do a little bit of... he was in a valley in Divinity Original Sin 2. And there was like these oozes. I had no idea what was going on, so I don't really care about seeing it. Anyway, and he lit one of the oozes on fire.
That's amazing.
And the fire spread through the entire valley and was turned into necrotic fire.
Oh, I know where he was. Yeah, we did that quest.
So I'm like...
I gotta find the picture of when we did that.
It was like necrofire everywhere. It was the Valley of Fire. And then his computer restarted and he lost all his progress.
What? It looked like this, probably, right? I'll send you the picture that I have.
Okay.
When we did it, not only was that, like, I had like 4 FPS because not only was there necrofire everywhere, it was also rainy, windy, and storming.
It was rainy for him as well.
It looked like this. It was this place, right?
Yes!
That fight took us an hour and a half.
For those of you that are interested, do you mind if I post this for them?
Yeah, you can.
Here you go, guys. Check that out.
You can bring them into this room. I'll continue on.
Okay.
How many more rooms are there?
Oh god. Let's see. You are currently in that big room. Just this last room should be the last one. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. I haven't played any of them. I really don't want to play the first game, just not because I don't want to play it. I'm really interested in the story. It's just the only way I'm going to be able to play it is if I emulate it. And I have no idea how to effectively take down Psycho Mantis with an emulator, short of using a keyboard as the second controller. And that doesn't sound fun. Yep, they're on their way. Sue is just very slow. It would literally piss at the kids. Well, that's why people don't like kids. Hey, look, silly, we're in Goyu's Reverie again. Apparently, these caves extend the entirety of Vanadil.
Probably.
Yeah, this quest was, from what I've been reading, was hated by people. I'm like, I don't see why. You could just send your entire group ahead and just leave one person there to talk to them and guide them along. Look how far behind the little girl is. There you go, guys. Silly did all the work this time. Yeah, they arrived! We did it! You can voice that if you want.
Nice. Ah, I can smell the lush foliage of the capital. It would seem we've reached our destination. We're here already! Thanks, lady! Chat box went away.
Whew. Alright.
Easy peasy. lemons.
Alright, we gotta enter Windurst Waters S for our cutscene and our reward. And that's this quest, silly.
Did it? Wait, reward? Shit.
Do you have the item space? Good noticing, because I almost ran
I
it.
do.
Okay. Alright. We did it! I gotta change Nightbot's, what Nightbot's saying. I'll do that after the stream. You did vote for someone. I let you have 2 votes.
Damn it. I should have paid like $100.
Hey, if you paid me $100, I'd be happy. You can still do that.
No.
They won't go towards anything, but I'll accept the $100.
Is this Lehko's wife?
Could be. His wife and kid. What an asshole husband. Let's call them from the motherland to a land full of war.
Wow.
Alright, you can go when we're ready.
So this is the Windurst of which I have heard so much. Such a lush and resplendent nation. 'Tis a shame to see it so ravaged by war. The air smells pretty, like fresh flowers and leaves. I'd like it here, Meow-me. As do I, Sue. But we've no time to stop and smell the roses. Lead us to Lehko, friend. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Windurst, Nev Baraf Befrahi. Or should I say, Chieftainess? Call me what you will. A woman in my position has little use for formalities. This is my daughter, Sue. You've done well to lead my friends to safety here, Miro. Once again, you prove yourself worthy of all the trust I place in you, and then some. And with that, Nev, let us proceed with our transaction. The item we spoke of is here. The Bow of Light. Never did I imagine I would gaze upon it again with these 2 eyes. Lehko? There is no need for concern, Nev. Miro is a friend. A staunch ally who has demonstrated her loyalty time and time again. Perhaps you have heard the tales, Miro. It was some 10 years ago. A Mithran wayfarer returned to the motherland after a brief sojourn on these shores. She took with her a souvenir acquired in her travels, a most curious stone. A stone which for ages has lain sleeping in the frozen north. A stone possessed of immense and terrible power.
A home point.
It all began with a stone.
It's true.
The traveler's name was Yorabnata, and with that stone she fashioned a bow, an ensorcelled weapon of the most exquisite craftsmanship, so beautiful and so deadly. The Bow of Light. It is well possible that Yorabnata had only the purest of intentions, that the bow was meant to protect her beloved homeland and nothing more. Sadly, that is not what came to pass, for with its great power came even greater temptation. Temptation that proved too strong for her or me to resist. The power that seethed within the Bow of Light is no ordinary power. It is a force that reaches to the very depths of our souls to wrest forth the fear, the ugliness that we would deny is there. Jealousy, deceit, hatred, the evil that lie dormant within all of us are aroused and brought to the fore, and we are powerless to resist. powerless indeed. Before we could realize where we went astray, our verdant homeland was bathed in the crimson of our own blood. Time-nurtured bonds between sister and sister ripped to shreds like so many scraps of cloth. Jo Rabnatau was deemed a sinner for having brought this calamity upon us, and tried for her crimes. As fate would have it, she met her end at the hand of a fiend before her judgment could be passed. As chieftainess, I shared responsibility for the slaughter, and for this sin they hunt me to this very day. Even my daughter, guilty of naught but sharing my blood, is forced to live the life of a fugitive. A tale to tug at the heartstrings, is it not, Miro? I thought that by bringing Nev and Sue to our shores, they could finally live out their lives in peace. Sadly, the predator is not so easily thrown off the scent. You're acquainted with the Mithran tracker Shikari G, are you not? Dispatched from the homeland, she continues to hunt her prey with an implacable tenacity that borders on obsession. Miro, was it? I share with you my tale because Lehko assures me that you are a friend. Pray, do not betray our trust. This I shall take into my care. It's my duty as much as yours to see this dark chapter of our people's history to a fitting end. But Lehko... Have no fear, Nev. Realizing the error of her ways, Jo Rabnatau with her dying breath wove a potent incantation to seal the terrible power deep within her creation. That such meaningless bloodshed would never again be visited on her precious people. The secret to undoing the seal she carried to her grave. Bow remains, but there is not a living soul who can release its power. This is not so. Aye, you've the right of it. Very well, I was prepared to dispose of it by my own hand, but the task is yours if you would have it. You and I have a long road ahead of us still, and 'tis perhaps we best keep the burden light. Indeed. Best the two of you find somewhere to lie low until the fighting is through. The battlefield that awaits us will be no place for a child. I've ordered all families in the city to take up shelter in Windurst's walls. You're more than welcome to a spot among them. No, your offer is kind, but we must press on. With the tracker on the prowl, this place is not safe for us. We make for a city called Juno. A sound choice. The Justy is vast, with citizenry as diverse as it is numerous. If there is any place you might succeed in disguising your tracks, it would be there. Miro, if I could trouble you to escort our guests to... That won't be necessary. We've imposed on your friend quite enough already. For as long as our journey continues, we face it on our own. Farewell, Lehko, Miro, and thank you. Lehko, twisted though its power may be, the bow can summon forth no evil that does not already reside within us. I have long believed that in the hands of one pure of heart and strong of will, it could have served its intended purpose. This stone that brought ruin upon us is born of nature, as are we all. In the end, it is but a mirror to the soul of its wielder. It is not my place to question the ways of the motherland, but is this truly the Mithran way, to hunt to the ends of the world those who had taken a step astray? No matter how true their intentions, no matter how deep their remorse, do we not strive to live in harmony with Mother Nature, with each other? No, it does not sit well with me. Nor I, Nev. Nor I. What truly is sin? Those who judge us have found their answer. Perhaps someday we sinners will find an answer of our own. What's the matter, Miro? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Fear not, for this one is one bow I haven't the power to bend. Still, it never hurts to keep a few powerful pieces on hand as the endgame draws near, don't you think? But I jest. No, this bow just holds a certain sentimental value to me, you see. Given the chance, I simply couldn't let it go. Now, I've got a present for my bestest friend. You'll take it, won't you? Pretty please. Yami and I are going to a place called Juno. Come visit us someday, okay? Do we ever meet her in the future?
Probably.
I don't remember. I don't remember meeting her, but I don't remember I don't think of that name. Oh, Miro. Finished your business with Master Lehko, I see. Friends of yours, Miro. Curious. I've not seen their faces before. Hail, merchant. Where does the road lead you? We strike for Juno. The duchy lies in shambles after the recent beastman attack. Homes razed to the ground, families huddling in the streets as they forage for what scraps of food they can find. Though I feel for their plight, I cannot deny that it makes for profitable times for those in my trade. I've even received a substantial order directly from the ducal army. An errand calls us to Juno as well. Could we trouble you to take us along? As you see, I travel with my child, and the roads these days are not safe for one of her tender years. Certainly. I'd welcome the company. You're a cute little one, aren't you? Meow. Were you Shikari G?
I was. I have you this time, sinner.
That garb. The Midland trucker. What?
Well, if it isn't Piri of the Azure Bow, still dragging your paws in the wretched backwater, I see. Well, and will you come to your senses and go home to El Shimo? You know that this land holds nothing for you save death and suffering.
Your concern is touching, but it was always a bit too sweltery there for my liking. The more temperate climes on these shores suit me.
I shall return for you another day. Today I pursue a more urgent query.
Shikari. She says she's found the sinner. Wait a minute. Lehko Haboka! That day, 10 years ago, Could he be the son? Hetty, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Lehko Haboka, what is it you truly seek?
That cutscene only took 20 minutes.
One took our whole goddamn lives.
Kitty ride.
What a terrible game. I'm never playing it again.